I'm single. Like, I have to admit to you, I'm not a bad person. I don't do anything bad to anybody. Yes, all my friends. I always been good to everybody in my life. I'm a very nice person. A lot of just like drawing, painting. I sing. I would serenade you. If you're the object of affection or someone that I admire, or and something affected me, you probably end up in my poetry and my writing, some way somehow. This case study, some kind of work of mine. Maybe not exactly your name, but some way somehow. I like comic books and like the high end stuff, like Promethea and Sandman, because and things like that. Like in Swamp Thing, because yeah, huh. I have a lot of like really stupid themes and things. Yeah, I like weird bands like Rush. So some people think I'm a guy. Rush and like I like this really like the artistry of it. Like I think Rush and like the Doors are like some of the coolest bands in the world. Sorry, there's problems. Like I want to sing like that guy. Huh. And like I really like Radiohead and but I don't want to just like listen to their music. I want to create music like that too. I really like Run DMC. I wish there were like for rappers like that. I know some rappers in the Bay Area like Calizay. She's one of some of the best like female Latina rappers I've ever seen in my life. But she's a Bay Area rapper. I like spoken word poetry a lot, but I feel like yeah, like in terms of like poetry, I would like to find someone who shares some poetry in my life to serenade me and it's like a fancy. I have this fancy like I dream of this all the time, but it just exists in my life. Like the guys just don't like poetry to me or something like or like it's hard to find a guy who likes it so like so this is kind of like maybe like in hopes of finding someone. So okay so there's this thing where I wish so hard this would happen to me. I want someone like to flirt really hard and serenade in poetry. Like yeah, but there's time and place for everything. Like yeah, like I can't do it all like all the time. But I want someone to like a serenade in poetry and then serenade back to me. So we can like converse in poetry or in like in words, just like in honest words of love. They would profess my love to and they would love me back. That doesn't exist in the world or something. Unless it does. If you, it just doesn't exist in my world. I want to find someone that I can like paint and draw naked. Be like someone that I can like practically worship my idol, like be my muse. A man who could be my muse. Like I paint them and draw them naked. Like where they were. I want to have things like people think I'm horrible for this. Like I am the most horrible person in the world for this. I feel so bad about this. I wish so bad like that I could actually. I have this fantasy of having a picnic. I have a picnic basket for it too. I like picnics. I don't know what. Okay, for some people that means I'm gay. But I don't know. I just like picnics. It was such a cool basket. I had to buy it. Okay, and it was an affordable price last time. I have a checkered tablecloth, the pate, everything, and the Martinelli's because I don't drink alcohol because it messes my system. So it's like apple cider, mango, Martinelli's, and like I like I can eat like almost anything. I'm not allergic to anything except for Septra. It's an allergy medicine really. It's like a antibiotic. So I don't really have to deal with that most of the time. I like romantic moments. I believe in like life is made of moments. Moments like maybe make life like because it's about personal meaning. I believe life is about personal meaning and moments and creating things for what you make it to be. I like a lot of you do your myself things. So I believe like if I didn't do it, then it probably would never happen. So I would never get thinking, and I really value thinking. I want you to know like you kind of caught on with that, but like I really value thinking. Like one of my exes, I resent this about him because he's a great guy, wonderful guy, but just and this pisses me off so much when people tell me this. I think too much. I work too hard. It's my passion. It's a sign of wellness. And technically, stress can create like tolerance. That's what I believe. Stress is a good thing when it doesn't traumatize you, because in the army there's more stress. Okay, like yeah, there are people that live through like horrendous things, but it builds them. It builds character. And it's nothing you purposely destroy yourself. It's like because there's a cause. There's a reason. But there's good stress too. Okay, for instance, like the stress like that. Someone's getting married, right? It's the most nervous day of the person's life, but it's the happiest day of their life. Rather than just like the first day of a job. The nervous stress, the best feeling ever when you get first paycheck and you the $4,000 or however much it is, and you pay your damn bills. You buy like all your groceries and all that stuff, yeah, pay all your debts off, and best thing in the world. And it's stress like when you go out there to meet someone, like yeah, for the first time in your life, and like all these are stressful. You know, like yeah, when you actually think about like going, but it's a good stress. Usually, the potential you meet that wonderful, beautiful embodiment of perfection that might be there. Who believes in commitment, who believes in things like marriage. I don't understand why I'm so psycho if I believe in marriage. There's a lot of people that get married every day, and it takes two people, okay? You can't just marry yourself. Especially when they say they like you back and they believe in marriage, and then I'm psycho for believing in marriage. And it's like I'm personally, they just say, do they believe in marriage, and then they're psycho. Which I don't understand. And I like a lot of things. I like foreign foods. Indian cooking, like I believe like cross cultural fusion when it comes to food. We cross disciplinary stuff. Like I know how to make sushi. I know how to. There's certain salads I know how to make. It uses juice marinades and spice. And spices like cayenne pepper or like cinnamon or like hot sauce. And like you put like cut vegetables like crispy cut vegetables. Like oranges. Like I know orange is fruit, but yeah, this is with carrots with oranges and like and celery. With this juice marinade and we will do lemon juice or vinegar. It's delicious. It's not stir fry because it's fresher than stir because it's somewhere between a salad, a fruit salad, and a stir fry. But you don't fry it. It's easy to do, and it's cheap. It's hella cheap, and it's delicious. And it keeps for a long time. Because like yeah, it's really if you know how to which juices to put on so it doesn't brown. It's really good. It's really healthy. And I made stuff with asparagus. I made stuff with apples. I made like kind of like different cobblers. I use applied theory from the raw foods diet, but I don't actually go by the raw foods diet because I like a lot of other stuff too. Uh-huh. I eat I have different things like that. Yeah, I've I've admit to you this. I'm kind of weird. Some people I'm weird because like one of my heroes is Mark Jacobs. But I admire him not because like I admire him not only because he's a gorgeous man, but because he's an independent thinker. He's considered a genius. He's a genius like that. But not just because of his work, because he has beautiful clothes. He's a designer. He's a clothing designer. You check out his work on markjacobs.com. And I've never actually bought any of his work. I don't actually know when in my entire life would I'd ever be able to afford any of his work and any of his products or anything like that. Like his perfumes or like any of that stuff. But I really admire his work, his videos and everything. And and also, I know he would never want me because he's really politically gay. He's really, really, really homosexually gay. Or this is what they say in the profiles, unless I'm wrong. But I admire that he's an independent thinker. He works on his own. His work ethic. He's a nice person, and he's like a he's a talent, and he's incredible. He's an incredible person. This Jeremy person, I admire him because of the romanticism of like how beautiful he is. I admit to you this. It's not because of his status. It's simply because he's a very beautiful man. He looks like a model from Hugo Boss or one of those European like models that are from the male runway models. He's incredibly gorgeous. So I guess like maybe you could say I'm really shallow. Maybe, but I swear to you, it's not superficial at all. Like but I mean I know nothing about him. But I'm a great admirer of him, and but I don't think I ever feel anyone though. But I think I met him once in a dream, but it didn't match because like I saw him like I saw him like on the website, but then yeah okay like on Weebly his name is Prince Andrews, but then like but it doesn't match with the other pictures like of the Andrew Holt, the other guy from I was also named Prince Andrews who's also showing Prince is an old guy, totally different guy. I don't know who he is. I think he's a blonde guy. His brother is incredibly gorgeous. He's like King James. He's so gorgeous. Yeah, but I don't know that much about him because like yeah, because based on royalty, like he's not really. I feel like they're not really in that much in the public eye compared to like the Prince William and Prince Harry and the rest of the British family. Because there's kind of like a whole like is about like celebrity like how much stuff they write. Cause yeah, but I don't just know that much about them. But they're really cool. But who knows if that Weebly site is fake or yeah. But it's supposed to be the Genovian site for Kingdom. There's Dream Kingdom and yeah. But I don't actually know, but it's a free site, so like I can always go. I actually have to tell you, like I'm a very lonely person. Like I live with my brother, my sister, my mom, but I got disowned by my mom, so technically I'm living at my mom's house as a tenant. But yeah, but I still we still treat each other like, with familiarness and nice to each other. But it just takes care of me. She's like nice. She's concerned, but I first signed a paper already saying that this is her request that I'm not her daughter anymore. And my brother and my sister, they don't like talking to me. It's like the hardest thing in the world for them to hug me. Like hugging me is like so horrendous, and like and I can't just like hang with them. When I come home, everyone locks their rooms, and my mom spends like a lot of time like watching me like a hawk. I don't just live with my mom. I have her friend too, but I do like all the computer work. I do her I do her forms and all this other stuff. Like I type up letters and stuff for her, and I do things like stuff for her. And she just wanted me to leave, probably for that reason. But I'm trying to get her to ask my brother more because typically like I don't know what to do. But I know like yeah, but I know like if I leave this house, I'd be incredibly lonely and like it's sad. I know that like my brother He's getting deployed possibly maybe in 2013, so things are gonna be bad for me again. Because I'll be lonely again, because he's like my only friend in the world. He doesn't understand me at all. But you know what? Like, if anything ever happens to me, he'd care. If I died, he would cry. The only person in the entire world that would ever cry for me would probably be like my grandma